Mishi, I just got a package, a gift in the mail from someone in New York. Thank you very much. He asked me, how can I help? I saw your channel. I found the video called From Yeshiva to the Library, and I said I didn't know who he was, and I didn't think, I didn't feel comfortable taking money from someone I don't know. So I said, oh, I could use a camera to do interviews and to get and he said, that's all, a camera? I said, maybe a microphone, and he gave me the best microphone and camera. So I'm going to show it to you in a minute. I'm going to unpack it. And okay, he also wrote Rabbi Yehuda, so that's pretty flattering. I don't think I lose my rabbi status if I know more. I think that one of the first inventors of cameras was a rabbi, Rabbi Levi ben Gershon. And wow, I'm learning so much more about Zacuto, Abraham Zacuto, who is the one that tells us who Rabbi Levi ben Gershon's father was. It was a camera obscura, but I don't know exactly what that was like, but I'll give you a link below to see what it was and what type of technology it was back then. This must have been 400 to 500 years ago. So here's the box, and yeah, you get the concept, the Canon, and I already assembled it for you. Here it is. Great microphone and great lens, and it has so I'm going to be using it in the library as well to capture text and Gemaras and Farshim in the back, and Kabbalah especially, and also to get the mic to hear people. If you watch the Anshel interview, Anshel had a very low voice, so I had to repeat what he was saying. So this shotgun camera is going to pick up all the sound stuff that make us tap into the amazing information that should be always available to us on our fingertips, especially today. So thank you very much, anonymous donor. You should have nachas from the kinder, and I believe you have 3 sons in Koach, 1 in Lakewood, a son-in-law. That's too much information, but you should have a Asach nachas and gebencht werden, banachayim is eine Wiche, bekule mit nachas von den Kindern und die Kindskinder der Ohren endlich gesund und Parnasse and Lebendigkeit and Freilichkeit and freiliche Helzer, as my grandmother would say. So that's yeah, I guess the next few shiurim will be dedicated to this gift. No, so you wrote Rabbi on the box. You reminded me what my friend said to me this week. He's a classmate of mine, and he didn't really understand. So I made available to my friend the Jewish law, philosophy, theology, and history, but he still didn't get it, and he obviously didn't look it over. And he said to me, you're deceptive. You make yourself like you're such a chashav. You wear sometimes a nice hat, and you dress like, like a chashav. And I said, I'm actually not deceptive, because I make it very clear, and you have to have a certain amount of geist and honesty and status. To be honest, you need to be in a safe place to make it clear what you believe. You need to be independent. You can't be dependent and then play with beliefs. I know a man who lost his entire family. He lived in Borough Park. He built a beautiful business, and he said to me, I had no shalom bayis problems whatsoever, and I lost everything just by being honest about my beliefs, which were based in human reason. So I could afford to be honest, but not everybody could afford to be that way. But maybe his claim is dressing traditional is being deceptive. It helps. It helps a lot when you dress bekovedik, especially if you're representing something that is worthwhile, useful, honest, true, and is based in the main community of scholars, philosophers, scientists, something that is agreed upon. You're not cheering like I always was deceptive growing up, dressing like a mensch, dressing in finer suits when I got older, but I was really part of a cult, basically. I can't blame anybody but myself. I was there to share with people information that was useless. and based on authority, not based on human reason. And that was considered deceptive, wearing fine clothing, looking like I'm a reasonable person when I'm not. That's an answer in short. If you look at the Jehovah's Witnesses, it's a very problematic type of religion to be part of. They always dress like they're smart, but they don't have no concept of, they're first of all banned from higher education. None of them are allowed to study in any form of higher education, and they always look sophisticated, or they try to. To me, they don't look sophisticated. I can see people wearing the same stuff, and you already see the concept of conforming to some power that's controlling a group of people. But they definitely, and then of course the problem is that the professors and the scientists are dressing too hip, like Steve Pinker in boots and long curly hair. But he is a man that is highly qualified to teach on a vast variety of subjects. Like Maimonides. Maimonides can teach religion. He can do a great job. He can do a Mishnah Torah. And he also can do a great job in philosophy. And that's why he's being studied by everyone. By Spinoza. Everyone was influenced by Maimonides, a polymath. Rambam was very educated in many fields. So, could you be a rabbi if you're Maimonides? If you don't believe, clearly Maimonides believed and was convinced by Averroes that who he was reading, that the God doesn't have any influence or is not concerned about the goings on in this world, which poses a question about Jewish prayer, or any prayer for that sake. Does prayer affect change in the world? Well, if somebody already believes that, what do you tell them? How do you advise them? So how do you be polite and be honest? That's the question. Someone asked me, someone coming from the fashion world, she asked me, what do you pray in the morning as a Jew? What prayers do I say when I wake up? And does God listen? So the first question was easy. Modani. There is not much of a problem choosing. The second one, I said, well, whether he listens or not, he already gave us the answers. And the answers is just make your life and everyone else's life better and make this world a better place. He doesn't need the prayers. He doesn't need the, what they call it, ass kissing and the constantly being reminded how great he is. And we don't need to remember, so we don't need to pray at all. We don't need to remember the prayer like, what was it, Kierkegaard or Schopenhauer, one of those that said that prayer is for us. We don't need prayer, and he doesn't need prayer. We just need to go and be involved in what we do and do the best we can and follow our heart, and hopefully our heart is a good one, because if it's not a good heart and you don't have a good conscience and you're a selfish person, more selfish than you're selfless or helpful, no prayer is going to help you. It's just a chemical issue in your brain, and your friends and family will pretty much know that about you. So that's the honest answer. But how do you answer someone who's expecting something different? So in that case, you have to be clever and wise. Thank you for watching, and thank you again for the beautiful gift. It's great that mic. I can do lots of different things and capture different and share more deeper and better. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.